Ian, I want to get into the origins of Joltz and kind of your humble beginnings. Can you share the story of how Joltz was created and what was the moment you and your childhood friend decided that Bitcoin was the right focus for your entrepreneurial ambitions?
Absolutely. Yeah. So in my past life, the pre-Bitcoin era, perhaps, it feels so long ago. I worked for a number of years as a consultant. We had a analytics platform that helped companies do test and learn. So this idea of, hey, we tried out a new business initiative. Did it work? If it didn't work, how can we make it better? And so I had all sorts of big, clients, Walmart, TD Bank, and others. And we were acquired, interestingly enough, by MasterCard, who's made a big push into data and analytics to complement their core payments business. And so for better or worse, I got a glimpse into the traditional world of payments. But also one of the really big use cases that they had us focusing on was around loyalty and rewards. And so the sort of punchline of a lot of the analytics that we did and found was that a lot of companies think they're getting this incredible, amazing return on their loyalty efforts and program, when in reality, they might just be breaking even, or they might even be losing value on it, right? By their giving away rewards that aren't actually getting people to come back. And so if you peel that onion back, what we saw time and time again was a couple key themes. One, lack of perception of value, which, as Bitcoiners, probably not that difficult to imagine, right? A lot of people haven't done the math, but the fact is that traditional loyalty points and miles lose their value very, very quickly over time. In fact, we've done some analysis that suggests, globally, every year, consumers could be losing upwards of $40 billion just in debasement of their loyalty points. And that's in addition to, of course, the fiat inflation that they have for their their fiat ice cubes that are melting in their checking account. You also saw a lot of pain points around flexibility, this idea that, hey, I have all these little points and miles and they're all siloed and they don't talk to each other and they have all these limitations. So for that first pain point, I think it's pretty easy for a lot of us to see, oh, like Bitcoin fixes this. Bitcoin, the asset, becomes this really powerful store of value, which can help with that first pain point. And then Bitcoin, the network, is also really powerful for that second one. A lot of your audience has probably seen Jack Mallers talk about the merits of the Bitcoin Lightning Network as this open, interoperable settlement network for value. And in a similar way as to what he's talking about, which is my ability to maybe send value from where I am here today to a relative in a completely different part of the world, and to use the Lightning Network as this sort of interoperable value network for intermediating payments between fiat currencies. Will just switch out the fiat currencies in this case with all your different forms of loyalty value. And so you can have a much more coherent experience as an end user. So that was like the genesis for the idea that, hey, maybe Bitcoin actually fixes the problems that we see in the traditional loyalty and reward space.